right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cabin Podcast. Today I'm joined by my three good friends, Harry, Kathy, Alice in Wonderland, and Catastrophe. I'm your host.
Oh my god, stop.
Okay.
You need to stop.
That took a turn I did not expect.
Yeah, you need to stop.
We trusted you so much, and you just pooped all over it.
No,
I don't think you
That
could
was
be
probably a
designated.
How about this? Take two.
I don't think there's a take two.
You don't want there to be a take two?
No, I think
No.
we should just
This is the
begin.
conspiracy theory. We're not really our true selves.
We are not. We're just a bunch of
Why don't we?
AI
why don't we
robots.
all? Why don't we all introduce ourselves one after the other? I'll
This is
go-
the 6th episode, Connor. We don't need to introduce ourselves again.
Yeah, of
We
course
always
we
need
do.
to introduce ourselves.
I hate you guys.
Okay, go. Just get it over with.
Wait, are we?
No one's
are we
introducing
doing
themselves.
intro?
Great. Let's get into the episode, boys
Alright.
and girls.
Thank you.
We're going to be doing conspiracy theories. I'm pretty sure Kenny and Connor know very little about conspiracy theories because they're privileged. and
Yes.
Don't need to blame the world for any of their mistakes.
What on earth
Exactly.
are you talking about?
I am a perfect being. It's the world that's infallible.
That's a
I
theory.
know about chemtrails. I know about flat Earth. I know about
Well, everyone knows
turning
flat
the
Earth.
frogs gay.
Yeah, everyone. Oh yeah, we
Wow,
should talk
everybody
about.
knows.
What?
We need to talk
That's
about
the
Alex
surface
Jones.
layer.
Everybody knows about the
Do we need to talk
homosexual
about-
frogs.
What's that, Kenny?
Do we need to talk about the frog gays?
No, I mean Alex
No.
Jones. I mean.
Oh,
he's-
Alex Jones. I don't
he's
know
a big
anything about
thing,
Alex.
Well, he's
He's,
just a theorist.
He's pretty insane. I mean, not really.
He
But
is.
it's like he makes provocative pieces of information to get people mad, and then he monetizes it. And honestly, it's a pretty smart business idea if you
Mhm.
really look at it from a business perspective. But he's kind of also like a shitty person.
Yeah, I saw like a recent video on him about how he was provoking Marco Rubio.
Mhm.
You know, no idea. Anyways, so what is his name is Mora Zamora wants us to introduce ourselves. So
Yeah,
let's do
I
it.
guess that's
anyway.
fair since it's a stream.
Fine.
I apologize to you, Marco Moras. You said
Oh my god. Okay, what? Just introduce.
I'm not in
yourself,
chat.
man.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's more Zamora. It's fine.
Excuse me. All right. So today I am joined by my three good friends, Cameron,
Hey, that's me.
Alan,
What's up?
and Connor.
That's-
Say something.
I'm giving up on you.
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm Kenny.
We're
All
just,
right.
We're just four
Today
random
we're
Midwestern
doing-
people.
Let's all interrupt
I'm
each
the
other at the
ghost of
same time.
Christmas Past.
I hate you guys.
Oh, that reminds me. Timer. I need to put that up.
Oh my god, this is a fucking mess.
No, keep going.
So
Keep it
sorry.
rolling.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex
Anyways,
Jones.
Alex
Well, what do you want
Jones.
to know about him?
He's just a
I
big
actually
thing
thought
in the
you had
news.
more to. I thought you.
Oh,
Had
I
more
mean,
to
he
say.
got like banned off YouTube, Twitter, and what's his name, Facebook, like simultaneously, like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The internet just came
Literally-
after him.
It was a
guess.
web coup. It was literally a web coup.
I mean, the internet didn't do jack. It was the businesses.
Mm. They all just collectively said, "Hey, you know this guy? Let's just throw him off the boat."
Basically.
Yeah. I think he
mean-
brought a lot of attention to theories in general, like memes.
He
Meme
was
theories.
a great. I mean, he loved memes, to be
He loved
honest,
memes.
because
Oh,
it makes people
Well,
more aware of
He
things.
got him in the past
quote
sense.
unquote.
Did we kill him too?
Might as well be. You know, I haven't seen any of his stuff anywhere since
Mhm.
he died. So, in my eyes, once you're gone from the internet, you're dead in real life too.
That's
that
fair.
could be.
That makes sense.
Once you die on the internet, you die. Don't know how you do that though, but we'll find out.
Okay, so today
show
we
you.
just want to talk about strange conspiracy theories and give our thoughts about it.
Yeah, Cameron's got a whole list of them. He researched them.
At least I don't know. It's just at least 4.
All right.
So-
I'll help guide you in your little
Okay.
escapade here. But
So
all
the
right.
most- oh, what?
no, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. So the most common ones, I'm just going to give 2 examples of, but flat Earth, you know, that's huge. That's huge talk nowadays. Either you believe it or you don't. Most people don't believe it, which makes sense because it's silly. Oh shit. Yeah, just talking about how the Earth is flat instead of a big old sphere.
That doesn't make sense. You know, I've seen tons and tons of videos of debunking the flat Earth. You know how little sense it makes for there to be a flat Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tons of videos debunking the flat Earth. What
Yeah.
you mean? So basically, every science video, every video
Well,
about
no.
just geography and
If you actually see videos that defend the flat Earth, they try to give their own washed up reasons as to why things work the way they work.
Like they show the horizon and say, "Oh, that's flat. That's not round. What are you talking about?"
Exactly.
When it is in fact
and
round.
A couple other things, like they
is
don't
that
believe
it?
gravity's real, because if gravity was real, you know, things would be spherical in essence. But you know, you don't see that.
Yeah.
A bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could talk about how, you know, your eyes are spherical and they're curved. Therefore, you can't see in a straight line.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. No, it's not. It's completely
we can
silly.
talk about how in Lord of the Rings, for the elves, it's still a flat Earth.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because people are like, Legolas, how the fuck are you able to do that? It's because in the lore, the world was flat and then became round, but for the elves, it always stayed flat. So that's why they were high up in a fucking mountain. You just kind of had to look down.
What?
Huh. That's weird.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you mean the world became round? I think Tolkien's on some next level weed. There's
Dude, it's
no
called...
way. Whatever. It's fantasy.
It's called Middle Earth. Everybody's in the middle.
Oh.
That sucks.
Yeah, you know, it might not be too bad though. Let's think about that. Why? Why is a flat Earth such a... Why do you want it to be such?
Why do people want flat Earth to be real?
Why do people want a flat Earth?
Because it coincides with the Bible.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Several things in the Bible have told, and other religious scriptures have said that the world is in a dark... let me remember. It's like half of a dome sort of thing. So you got the night sky and then the earth.
Okay.
And I think hell is underneath that. I may be wrong, but that's, I think, what I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this isn't what I want to talk about, really. I don't really care about flat Earth.
Oh.
I want to get to the weird, the real crazy stuff.
Yeah, the meaty stuff.
The good, delicious parts.
Oh, give me it.
I'm not going to give it to you right away because the next one is lizard people in the government. Or like on the news.
Yes.
Because that's still silly, but it's been talked about and memed a lot. So
Mark Zuckerberg.
I thought he was
definitely a reptilian from another planet.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was a robot.
To gather our information.
He was a robot too.
He's a robot reptilian.
Is that possible?
Anything is possible. You have to keep your mind open.
You just have to talk about it real highly.
Yes.
And say how they're wrong, and it's... Most of these come down to that the government is keeping something from you. Almost all of these.
It always is.
Always
People think that... what is it? Yeah, so... I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the Earth is flat thing.
Okay.
If people think that NASA is also like a bunch of liars, and all the governments in the world are a bunch of liars, as if they have something to gain from shooting rockets into the air.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so good.
Whatever, like well-sourced articles that NASA releases, they don't believe it. It's all just fake. There's nothing true about them.
Math doesn't exist.
Exactly. No such thing as physics.
No, you silly boy. Anyway, reptilians.
Reptilians, and it was like of shapeshifters on the newscast or whatever. There's like a lot of videos of people's eyes turning white or something because of some graphical mistake on the camera or something. Or they
Oh, is
really
it
are
like
lizards. I don't know.
during the night or something, like when someone's eyes just like happens to hit the highlight of a light?
I'm not sure. Like there's a video online of like CNN, I think, and this one newscaster was blinking a lot, and then one time his eyes opened for like a second and they were white or like pure black or something. I don't remember. Then he closed them again, and then they were back to normal the next time.
Oh no!
Ooh,
It's spooky stuff.
That's just so scary.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to move on from lizard people? Because that's child stuff.
Is it really, Cameron? I think you might be a lizard.
I mean, I might be. I'm not going to tell you that.
Are you in fact a scaly?
A scaly?
Are you a scaly? It's like a furry.
This is a furry, but with scales. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a scaly? Confirm or deny this right now.
I am not. I promise you.
That's what a scaly would say.
The government told me to say this.
So we're gonna put it on your list of attributes that you now have.
By the way, check out the game Secret Hitler, which is all about fascist lizard people and trying to stop them.
Yeah, that's a fun game.
You know, why do lizard people? Why are they so discriminated against? They might be cool, you know.
I don't think they're discriminated against. I just think people don't believe them that they exist.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I don't believe
them. You can't really discriminate against something that you've never interacted with.
Yeah,
true.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but I think that's the case.
Yeah, it
might be.
You see, here's my opinion, because I was a huge conspiracy nut, early on, like a couple of years ago. The majority of the stuff that people blame conspiracy theories on are things that are out of their control and affect them negatively, or just things that they want to blame on somebody else. It was like, oh, someone's out to get me. It's not.
He's a fucking lizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why don't you hit us with another conspiracy?
Another one? Okay. So, in Atlanta, Georgia, this was like... It wasn't... I think it was like 2007, 2008. I have to check. I don't have the dates. I'm bad with dates.
Who needs the dates? We want the hard-hitting information.
So, there was 2 inches of snow that fell one winter, and it caused a lot of car crashes and like pile-ups, you know? Because 2 inches is way too much.
Wait, where is this?
Georgia, Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 inches of snow in Atlanta, Georgia, where it almost never snows.
It never snows.
People don't understand that snow exists in Georgia. You have to understand this. When they saw the snow on the road, they were scared.
They were scared. But this isn't the theory, but there was a lot of videos that came out of people trying to burn the snow with blowtorches.
Okay.
And the snow wouldn't melt. It just turned black and smoky. And they were saying the snow is plastic and placed there by the government. Trying to poison us.
If that was true, that'd be
why couldn't you
really
just melt it? Why couldn't you just, I don't know, pick it up? Is it cold?
Yeah, it's probably cold. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it is snow.
What do you mean it's plastic then?
Because in the video, I'm not agreeing with them, because they use blowtorches to try and melt snow instead of putting it in a pot or microwave to melt it. So basically what the answer was to disprove it was, since they used a blowtorch, because everyone in Georgia uses a blowtorch to cook things, the butane in it blackened the snow, so it wasn't melting super fast, and it was just soot from the soot from the torch. Yeah, and that's what was causing it to blacken, and people mistook it heavily.
What a huge fucking generalization.
Yes.
All of Georgians use fucking blowtorches.
No, that was a joke, Connor. I don't actually I don't believe that.
No, I don't trust you anymore.
I'm just saying the videos were all blowtorches or like some kind of flame.
You're from Georgia? Where's your fucking blowtorch?
You know, here's another solution. Just put salt on the roads.
Yeah.
You could.
Well, I mean, they don't have snow plows, I'm guessing. Since they don't get snow much.
I just think that in general they are just completely unready for it. Yeah. That's the kind of problem. I mean, here's the trick. Here's the trick. If it's 2 inches of snow, here's how, no matter what the government does to stop crashes, here's the surefire way to not get into a crash. Just drive slow. Just
take it easy.
Drive like a grandma.
Don't freak out over it. Snow.
Slow ride.
But
sometimes that's still not enough. But if it's only 2 inches, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Are Georgia, like, it's not funny to me because in New York is the same thing. Like, what was it, like 1 or 2 years ago? They got a little bit of snow. Oh, school's out. It's the end of the world.
Yeah,
we're gonna. There's snow on the ground. Yeah, we will die.
Stocking up for the winter.
It's New York, really?
Yeah, there was snow there.
There's snow every year.
Yeah,
New York is so cold.
Isn't New York, or was it?
I don't know. It was.
New York gets snow all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we talking about?
Somewhere.
Yeah,
they get like
couple
12
winters
inches of
ago,
snow.
They get
huge that one year.
Real bad.
What state was it? It was one of those states, and then they just canceled school, and it made me super mad.
Was it like South Carolina or something like that?
I don't know, man.
You want to go Florida?
We get actual snowstorms here. Snow is still on,
like
not
blizzards.
Even delayed. No one cares.
We live in the Midwest.
You could die in a snowstorm, and people wouldn't remember you the next day.
I think they would.
No.
Okay.
Nature's brutal.
All right.
No, dude, do you remember, like, in elementary school, the teachers would let us out in, like, actual snowstorms, and we just have to huddle around, like,
yeah, it was, like, -20 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it'll survive.
Yeah.
Just let these kids out. Let them fend for themselves.
Remember that slide on the playground, the tube slide that everybody just packed themselves in?
Absolutely
it was
not.
The warmest place.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird that people, at least in my opinion, that people don't understand how cold snow is. I hate the snow, in my opinion. Like, it's super shitty. I'd rather live in an arid desert for the rest of my life.
That seems terrible.
An Arab desert? I don't know about that.
That seems like a terrible place to live.
I don't want to. Maybe. But at least there wouldn't be any snow.
You think if, like, all of a sudden in the Midwest, right, we get, like, just a sandstorm that blows through and we try to burn it, do you think
it turns to glass?
Like the government put sand on my grass?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure how we would react to that.
I'd be scared as hell.
Yeah,
that would be really very scary.
That'd be the end of
the
days.
The Dust Bowl comes back. Oh God.
Oh yeah, the depression comes back.
It always does.
Yes.
Anyway, what's the next what else you got?
Okay, this one I like a lot, but the more I looked into it, the more crazy it sounded. So Adam and Eve, the first humans on Earth, they were actually intelligent, super advanced life forms from outer space. Which, I can kind of get behind. Like, Bill and I talked about this before, that aliens came on our land, dropped something off, and created life. It's a little absurd, but I can see where it's coming from. Now, I looked up more of this, and it gets deeper. They basically,
how deep does it go?
These Adam and Eve was on a spaceship, the space ark, if you will.
Okay.
And it was piloted by Noah. This is all from, like, religion and all that. That's what they based it off of. And they came to each planet, populating each planet, I guess.
And sounds believable.
And again, the government is keeping this hidden from us.
So I have a question.
Yes.
How did they populate a giant ball of gas?
You'd have to talk to them about this.
Because it seems like there's no life on Mars either.
Oh no,
like Jupiter would
space
probably
arc,
be.
They didn't want to. They wanted to space it out,
Oh
yeah, I guess
a couple hundred planets at a time.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, 1,000. Oh, maybe million. Because we haven't found any planets that resemble our own.
Okay, you know what? you know what? Let's play a little game.
I mean, they have, but like they're very, very far away.
It's called if you can't live.
You can't
live on Mars and Earth.
Okay.
You're not allowed. You've been banned from living on Mars and Earth.
Okay.
That's tough, dude. That's tough.
I would die.
What other planet would you want to go to hang out?
Dude, I don't know other planets.
You couldn't.
Hypothetically, you can survive and you can just chill out on this planet. Where would you want to go?
Can I just choose one of the moons of Jupiter? Because everywhere else sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. Everywhere does. There's nowhere good in our solar system other than Earth.
I want to go to a different galaxy.
I don't think Mars is even that good.
Yeah, can we go to a different galaxy, Connor?
Yeah.
If you go to a different galaxy, the problem is that the development team hasn't finished with the animations yet. And other universes look really, really bad. They look like they just look really, really bad. So I would just not recommend it.
So life is just No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
There's no one.
This is a stupid question, Connor.
Just don't go to Andromeda.
I want to go to the Citadel.
Listen, I think my real question is, what's your favorite fucking planet? Okay.
Okay.
Pluto.
All right.
Pluto's not a planet.
Don't bring it back. That hurts, man. That hurts really bad.
I just don't care anymore.
That's messed up.
How about that planet with like the huge tsunami waves from what's it called? Interstellar?
Neptune?
No, Interstellar.
Fuck that place.
The mountain
That place
waves.
sounds so awful.
Dude, that sounds like
it's like flat and then it's just massive tidal waves that just encompass the earth.
It sounds like a surfer's. Hello. I was gonna say it sounds like a surfer's paradise, my dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just really like that scene because they're just like, this might be okay, and then they're just like, oh fuck, they just get out of here, man, get out. Like
how does
there's
that
no
work,
way to
though?
put it.
What? How does what work?
What?
Like the entire planet.
Oh,
I think just one giant wave rolling over the planet.
No, it's not one giant. It's a bunch of waves.
I think it's a bunch of them.
I think it's because they have a bunch of moons. It has a lot of gravitational pull, causing the waves to go higher up. I think that's what the answer was to that.
What happened in Interstellar again? He went to the fifth dimension?
Yeah.
So he went through a wormhole because he needed to find a new suitable planet because Earth had some kind of issue with their crops where nothing would grow except for corn, and then even then corn was starting to go down. So people were starving, and like the dust from like all the agriculture just dying off was like making people sick. So yeah, Earth was just dying and they needed a new place. But the problem is that when they go through the wormhole, it's like an hour like through the other side of the wormhole is like 7 years on like the planet, like Earth. So they have to do this like really fucking fast before everybody just dies.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't, like, I watched the movie and I can't even spoil it for you because I still don't know what the fuck happened.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna spoil it again, but I don't think I want to.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Well,
Go watch it.
Back to Adam and Eve, right?
Yeah.
Back on topic.
Yes.
What do you think really happened? Did some aliens come to Earth and put some life on it, on this barren rock of a planet?
I can believe it.
I'm a Lutheran.
I think that seems plausible.
Yeah.
I won't touch this controversy.
Okay.
Wait, what controversy?
On Adam and Eve dropping some stabbing on some
conspiracy, not controversy.
It's obviously not real.
No.
I mean,
no, you don't think so?
Look, man, if advanced, here's my opinion. If alien societies had come here and settled, they had spaceships and stuff.
Yeah, they would.
Life would have been like a lot better.
Yeah.
To start off with, instead of
maybe
going through...
they were doing their own interstellar and they came on this planet. And it was a nightmare, hell on Earth. And when they came on the planet, they left some of their DNA and something. Oh happened.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't. I'm just trying to make ideas, okay?
Cameron, people leave their DNA all the place. You don't see babies sprouting out of the ground.
Well, no, because it takes millions of years, Alan.
Oh, okay. So in a million of years, everybody's room is just gonna be full of weird, grotesque human babies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I think it evolved.
Here's the thing I have to ask: do you think Earth was always just a little small rock of life?
What do you mean?
Like it started off as like a meteorite with some plant life and microorganisms living off of it.
Yeah, microorganism DNA.
Well, no. I'm pretty sure this Earth started off from giant masses of supernovas crashing into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then eventually something happened. I don't know what. And then life.
Yeah, life came out.
And then, for some reason, our solar system is stuck on an axis in rotation.
Yeah. Should we move on from the subject, or you want to keep talking about it?
I would like to go outer space, encounter an alien, and then maybe get probed if it's cool with the alien.
Yeah, you need their consent, or else it's not okay.
Like if I met like a xenomorph, right? I'd be like, hey, don't kill me.
No.
Don't. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Listen, I have bronchitis. My chest is no good. You can't put it in there. It's not a good space.
What the hell?
Or conversely, could I be the queen of your race?
Do you think that if like a person with like cancer in their chest was like given like forced to like xenomorph spawn in them, that like the xenomorph spawn couldn't like survive because it like they're a virus, they're like a parasite.
Yeah.
There ain't much there. Do you think that they would like come out weak and shit?
Oh, like they'd have the cancer?
Not necessarily the cancer, but like there's not like a lot of good stuff for them to take and grow in there because it's cancer.
I don't want to talk about this, Connor.
Do you think maybe we're xenomorphs? I'm just throwing conspiracy theories out there.
Alan, please.
Not even actual theories.
Oh, Alan just left. What?
Where did Alan go?
He'll come back later. I'm not gonna worry about that.
Oh, Maura's back. He wants us to start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. All right.
All right.
This is my friend Cameron.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell the next theory.
Okay.
So this is another famous one. Man didn't land on the moon. The moon landing was all faked. That was a huge theory.
I remember that.
That's just not true. Because
you tell them that.
Because Adam Ruins Everything did a really good bit on it. We simply did we had the technology back then to go to the moon, but we actually didn't have the technology back then to fake going to the moon, which is kind of ironic.
There was I remember there was always this argument that during the moon landing there was like the video recordings. You would look at the flag that Armstrong planted, and the flag was like waving as if there was wind. And there's not supposed to be wind in space.
No.
So they're like, oh, it's fake. Look at this. They have wires attached to them. They're jumping. But you know what? I think we did land on the moon.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's not what I'm getting at right now. Now, what if I told you the moon does not exist? The moon is fake. It's a hologram. It's just the government trying to play tricks on you,
Oh.
It's there to brainwash and confuse our population.
The moon has been around. Okay, this is such because the thing is that you couldn't make up the moon. You'd have to replace the moon with something else. If you think about it, because I literally have a painting from like the 1980s, like a print of a painting of the fucking moon in my room. I'm looking at it right now, and it's like government did that.
Yeah, that makes zero sense.
Just imagine walking and like it's like 1762 and it's like a winter's night, but it's a clear sky and you're in your cloak and your tri-cornered hat and you walk up a hill and you see this man looking up at the sky, and you join him and you say, "How's it going?" Then he points at the moon and he says, "The government did that," and you just believe him. And then the revolution—that's how the Revolutionary War started.
Jeez. Yeah, Alan's
well, let's go
internet
back
crapped
even
out.
further.
Oh, further.
What was that?
Alan's internet
British
crapped out.
did this.
That's what happened.
Ah, okay. The British did this.
The British. Yes.
The Byzantine Empire. You see, if they made the moon, what they did was they took a baseball and they threw it up in the sky, and it never came back down, and it just grew
looks.
nice.
They put a magnifying glass in front of it to.
Yeah.
Or a piece of glass.
I heard you guys were talking about the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how it isn't a moon.
No, it's just, you see, it's a giant spaceship.
Oh, it's a spaceship, you're saying.
And you gotta you gotta lay down and look straight up in the sky, and it kills you.
Oh, this is a different theory.
Oh gosh,
this is from video.
that thing again.
What's that show? It's channel 50 something.
Yeah, channel 50 something. That's good enough for me.
Okay. That's
let's
what he's talking
let's try
about.
to actually, find the
Avoid
source.
the moon. Don't get Lynx disease. Just be careful,
You gotta be
Jesus.
careful.
Okay. I only have.
Anyway, the moon is real.
It is real. We know this.
Made out of cheese.
Okay.
Common
It's
knowledge.
made out of
Can't trust
cheese.
you.
Common
You're
knowledge.
right.
Okay.
Like, where do you get cheese? From cows? I don't think so.
Fools. Cheese wasn't invented until flight was.
What?
If you think
Because
about
it
it,
wasn't invented.
What do
You
you
got it from the moon.
You're
if
confusing me
people-
now.
if people try to argue, it's like, if the moon's made out of cheese, why isn't it moldy yet? And it's like, bitch, there's no air on it, so
He's got
it
a
can't get
point.
moldy. It's just really cold cheese. Go over there.
Really cold aged cheese.
The best kind of cheese.
I don't think.
Did you
Is this a real
guys ever
theory?
hear the story?
No, obviously
Okay,
not.
that's what I
If
thought.
you-
I mean,
Have you ever
some people
heard-
probably do.
This is a true story. A NASA intern stole a bunch of moon rocks, took him to a hotel with his girlfriend, laid him over a bed, and had sex with her on him.
What?
What?
That must
Why?
hurt.
This is a true story.
For
A
what?
NASA intern got arrested because he stole moon rocks and contaminated them by having sex with his girlfriend on them in a motel.
Yeah, but what was the goal?
That's kind of no. I'm gonna be sorry, but that's kind of
then you could
hardcore.
say,
Dude.
because then you could say I fucked my girlfriend on the moon.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty hardcore.
That's hilarious.
It's a tasty power move.
Who are you gonna tell that to? And
I don't know.
Who will want to
Probably
listen
your,
to you after
your
that?
cellmate.
It's like, yo, get this, right? I was like working for NASA, right, as an intern, but then when they weren't looking, I took the moon rocks and I brought it to a motel and I got my girl and we were doing the nasty on him. And I was like,
Inside.
hey girl, where do you want it? And then she's like, I want it on the moon, on the rocks. It's like, okay, and then you just let it on the rocks.
Wait,
I have
if
no
you
idea.
if you have sex on the moon, do you call it astronutting?
Oh my god.
That's some Cameron level puns.
This is,
That is-
next level.
That is my level.
I want to know.
I think it is real. I looked it up. Morris says
moon?
that's not true. The
The
intern stuff.
All right, I'm looking it up right now because this
Oh, the
interests me
intern
more than
stuff.
any other theory.
This seems.
I want
silly.
to know if this story is real.
Did someone have sex on the moon? Find out
mean-
next time.
They probably took a lot of samples, so I can sort of believe it.
There's
and I don't think it's
a lot of
just rocks. I
samples.
think it's just dust for the most part. I'm
I
not.
mean, there are plenty of actual moon rocks, but it's better to just they're not really that picky. They just want shit from the moon. I don't care if it's compact. Just get me shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a story about how they stole the moon rocks, but I don't know if they had sex on them. Wait.
I mean, I saw some stories about this, but I don't know how accurate those things
Oh
are.
no, they had sex. They
Oh,
had
they
sex
did?
amongst them. Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Save the source.
Okay, it's on Gizmodo.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw it.
Gizmodo.
I don't know if this is a legitimate news.
Yeah, I don't
source,
know if it is either. But it's there, and that's where we got the story.
All right.
We're not scientists. None of our stuff is actually super factual.
We're not scientists. We don't work at NASA. We don't have moon rocks. We haven't had moon rock sex either. So
yes,
I'm not
sex.
an expert on this, nor am I a reporter.
Okay. Now, let's move on to the last one, since we only have like 10 minutes. 12
I disagree.
minutes. What? You don't agree?
I think we have more than that.
Okay. Well, let me just introduce the next one. Okay. So,
can I just say this?
Sure.
Can I just?
Sure.
I'm sorry. Can I just say this real quick? My story is true because there's a book about it, and it's called Sex on the Moon, and it tells the story of it. And it's by Ben Mesrick.
Good job.
I'll send you guys. I'll put a link of it in the chat.
Is he the guy that had the sex?
Oh, you got.
I just got. Oh, Nightbot just fucking killed me.
Wow. Let me mod you because I don't know why you're not a mod. There you go. Okay. Now I'll introduce the last thing. So CERN, which is a European organization for nuclear research, they're famous for their proton accelerator, where they or the hadron collider.
The hadron collider, yeah.
Yes. This isn't the theory, but theorists. Oh, you know the saying that when you put two atoms together, you just smash them together, two hadrons or protons, it'll cause a massive black hole that will rip apart Earth itself. And people, or theorists, tried suing CERN for killing the planet, essentially, by doing this research. I don't know who won. I didn't look into that. But I thought that was interesting and silly. But no, this theory is on a whole different level. People say that the Hadron Collider is a Stargate that is used to awaken Osiris, the god of the underworld, I believe, or the dead. So,
can it be real? Can this theory be real? I want it to be real. I don't know,
but supposedly the proof is that there's like a picture of an Egyptian statue outside the Hadron Collider, outside the building. So it's kind of weird. And it's basically they just want to make a wormhole to get to the underworld.
CERN is an Egyptian cult, and they worship this Egyptian god.
Yes.
And they want to open the gateway to the underworld.
Yes, essentially.
You know, if there was any plot to a D&D campaign,
that would be it.
That'd be it.
Isn't this just the plot of Stargate?
Wait,
What's
wait,
up? I've never seen Stargate.
Wait, no, it's not about Stargate. I think that's the plot to Event Horizon.
You might be right.
Yes, Event Horizon. It's based on this idea that there's a spaceship that relies on like a black hole. I'm not exactly sure, but it relies on a certain technology to make it move. And the issue is that when you use it, it opens up a gate to hell.
Okay. I'm gonna find where I got the source of this.
I really want that to be me.
What? The sex on the moon?
No, I want to open.
You want to open the gate to hell?
I feel like it's my destiny at this point.
There's that. There's the link in the chat. If you want to check that out, it's kind of silly.
Is Event Horizon the one that movie you're into, Alan? The one with Tom Hanks?
What?
No, it's Tom Hanks isn't in it. But Lawrence, I'm pretty sure that Lawrence Fishburne is in it. Yeah, he's
Lawrence Fishburne.
He's Cowboy Curtis from Pee Wee Herman. He's Matrix.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a pretty good film. It had actually one of the things that actually kind of fucked me up.
You know, you kind of fucked me up, Connor.
You know what would fuck you up? If I took two protons and collided them together at super high fast speed, and I opened up the gateway to hell. Do you think that'd fuck you up?
It'd fuck you up, actually.
I don't want to go. I'm gonna keep a 5-foot distance from that just to be sure that nothing harms me when you do it. I'm gonna stand behind a small barrier, and that'll take care of it.
You know, actually, I think I have another conspiracy theory. When my tummy is rumbling and I want to put food inside my mouth, I think my mouth itself is the gateway to hell.
Or maybe,
but I seal it. I save humanity by feeding myself food.
That's really.
You're so generous.
I know.
We should be praying to you.
You should. I am Osiris.
But instead of death, you bring life.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
By pooing.
Oh.
Can you?
Have you ever heard of the? I don't think this is a conspiracy theory, but it was I read, and it's like if you could call it a theory, it's like everyone is God theory.
Okay.
That's just what the Hindus believe.
Oh, is that where like everything's in your mind or something?
Well, it's the idea that everybody is the same person, but just different lives, so that when you die, you come back as another person, and it's like
I thought about this before, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
When you die in the video game, you die in real life.
No, that's not what we're talking about. Oh my god.
It's okay. So everybody's a god.
Yes. Also, there's that huge simulation that we're all in a simulation, which is sort of similar to that, I think.
I wish I was in a simulation.
It'd be cool.
Actually, what do you think? What do you think deja vu is? Right? Because I've been getting a lot of deja vus.
That's where two parallel worlds cross each other. At that point, I don't know.
I think it's just that when you just accidentally trigger neurons in your brain that are related to certain things, and you don't really know why you triggered them. They just kind of happen. I could just look it up right now.
It is a simulation.
Maybe
similar to what I experienced.
I've also had dreams that actually came true.
I've had that happen once as well, and that probably means nothing.
Yeah, probably.
Self-fulfilling prophecy and whatnot.
It's strange.
I mean, it is. We're just psychic, dude.
Yeah, we're all psychic.
Dude, we're all gods. You know, these theories might be real.
They could be.
Just never consider them.
All be wrong.
Probably not.
The Earth might be flat.
I don't. I think we broke.
Yeah, that's. You know.
Wait, what?
But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Really.
Very boring.
Boring.
Give me more stuff.
I mean, if you want, we could do another video. We just have to find more.
Here's a. Hold on. Let me. Let's talk. Let me look something up. Conspiracy theories that were true. All right. Here are 10 government conspiracy theories that actually turned out true. The CIA actually developed a gun that can give somebody a heart attack.
I wish
the CIA controlled American media. The government poisoned alcohol during Prohibition.
Oh.
Really? That happened?
Air Force. Yeah.
Did that happen?
Yeah. When the government, here, I'll read it from here. The website's called Parcast. The source is history.com. When the government banned alcohol in the 1920s, bootleggers would steal industrial alcohol used in paints, fuel, solvents, and medical supplies and redistilled for sale. Some of this alcohol contained heavy metals and led to illness or blindness. In an attempt to stop people from drinking alcohol, the government changed the formulas of industrial alcohol to make it completely undrinkable. At least 10% of the industrial alcohol formulas. So it's kind of weird where it's like the government really didn't want people to drink alcohol in the first place because they were drinking it from like weird shit.
So
they were drinking it from like. So essentially, in order to stop people, they're like, "Here, we poisoned it completely." Drink this, and they still drink it. So it's not really like they were trying to hush. It was like, "Here, now you can't cross this line because it'll kill you," and they still crossed it. All right. The U.S. Air Force lab researched the possibility of using pheromones as a weapon. They explored the use of a non-lethal chemical weapon called the gay bomb.
Yes, that's it. I remember this.
It was basically designed where it was doused in female pheromones so that when it was used, it made soldiers sexually irresistible to one another. And and negatively impact their effectiveness in combat.
That's a love potion right there, dude.
It is. I don't think it ever worked. It was just it was just trying to be built, but they couldn't do it because it's silly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The U.S. government stole dead bodies for radioactive testing. That's not that very shocking.
Yeah.
Zombies. In Atlanta, Georgia.
Again?
President Woodrow Wilson's wife ran the country after he suffered a stroke. So, after he had a debilitating stroke, his wife Edith Wilson made most of the executive's decisions in his placement, and the government kept quiet because they were afraid that bad stuff was happening if they found out.
I guess that makes sense.
That would make sense. Logical.
CIA tested LSD and other hallucinogenic drugs on Americans.
Yes.
I mean, that's not surprising. That's just research and testing.
Yeah. Okay. So the CIA began to test volunteers for a time, but eventually they began testing people without their knowledge of what was actually happening. Mm-hmm. So they couldn't consent, and it left many people with permanent mental disabilities.
That's like the syphilis experiment that they did or performed.
Okay, this is kind of weird. Lama was a CIA agent.
Wait, say that again? You cut out.
The Dalai Lama was a CIA agent.
Okay.
This is the source is Time magazine. According to declassified intelligence documents, in the 1960s, the CIA provided the Tibetan resistance with $1.7 million a year to aid guerrilla operations against China, including well, I'm not necessarily sure that means he was a CIA agent. It just means that he was funded, I guess, by the CIA. FBI spied on Beatles band member John Lennon. Who gives a shit? They spy on so many people. Another homosexual one. Canada developed a gaydar machine in the 1960s.
Did it work?
Gaydar?
Did it work? That's the important question.
The source is the Canadian War Museum.
Did it work?
Paranoid about sexual orientation, the Canadian government hired a university professor to develop a machine that detected orientation in federal employees. The resulting machine measured pupil dilation, perspiration, and pulse in response to same-sex pornography. Those tested were told that the machine's purpose was to rate their stress levels, but the truth was that the government wanted to remove its gays employees. So after this, 400 men were excluded or fired from civil service, the military, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Wouldn't you get nervous looking at gay porn with a gun pointed like at you?
Well, it wasn't a gun. It was saying it was test for stress levels, I think. Is what they said it was.
But really they wanted to find out. But yeah, this proves though that at least some Mounties were gay. And you know what? I wish that they didn't get fired. I wish nobody got fired for being gay. That is very, very awful.
Yeah, it's very discriminatory.
It's like saying, hey, I want to find the 7 Dragon Balls, so let me just build a Dragon Ball radar. Instead, it's like, hey, I want to find all the gays. Let me build a gay radar.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy that it's like it's okay for the enemy to be gay, but we can't be gay. It's like it's kind of
double standard.
It's so unfair.
But so were the times. Okay,
yeah, but
our time's up. We went past 45 minutes. So if you want to keep talking, we can, but don't want to drag it out too much longer than this.
I got homework to do, my dude.
Yeah?
You want to close it?
Yeah, let's end it.
Bye.
Right.
Okay.
What?
Well,
no, we can't just do it like that.
Okay, thank you all for watching. This has been the cabin. I enjoy your eyes on us. Or no, ears.
That's weird. I don't want them looking at me.
Cameron, you always take it a step too far with our audience.
Don't touch me.
I think you do sometimes.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
We'll talk about this afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks. I enjoyed your comfort.
I really
enjoyed you.
Yes. You guys want to say something?
People. I hope y'all have a good day. Fuck off and see you later.
Okay.
That's a little harsh.
Yeah, but that's it. Bye.